If you're having to get the kids ready soon, yesterday was a nice first day back, a good recess forecast if kids had to head back yesterday.
Yeah, it wasn't that blistering hot. It was dry. We did okay with a little fog in the morning.
Yeah.
And this morning, it is still much cooler. Are we in the 50s right now?
Some folks.
Wow.
Still in the city, 60s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get outside the city, though. It feels good. And it's not cold. I mean,
Right,
it's not
no.
chilly. It just feels refreshing out there. But we got another beautiful summer day ahead. We're trying to keep as many days like this as possible, right? Because there's still a lot of kids who aren't back in school just yet. But we have a few new schools this morning: Noblesville, Avon, and Warren Township. So we're going to be doing some highlights throughout the morning for you all. But it is a nice start out there this morning across central Indiana. We're mainly in those 50s and 60s. And by lunchtime and recess, I mean, we'll be knocking on the door of 80. It'll still feel good out there with lots of sunshine. All right, let's go ahead and show you what it looks like in Noblesville. Good morning to the Millers. You're not quite up just yet, but we've got school coming up later today, and it's going to be a great first day back in the classroom. Right now we're in the 50s and 60s, a lot of 60s in some of our cities, but you get out to Crawfordsville and Richmond, a few 50s out there this morning, and almost no wind. The air's very still this morning, 67 here in Indianapolis. Skies are mainly clear, though. Not a lot going on thanks to high pressure. That starts to change, though, tomorrow. Tomorrow starts off mainly clear, but then by tomorrow afternoon and evening, clouds will increase, and then a lot of times after dinner tomorrow, we'll have some rain and storms coming in from the west, although I would say it's more rainy rather than stormy. We'll get some rain and rumbles, but we are dry today for Colts camp. Colts City will be open from 9 to 11:30. If you want an autograph from one of the defensive backs, that's 11 to 11:15, and you just can't beat this weather. I mean, yesterday we stayed in the 70s the entire time for Colt City, and I think we'll do the same because right at noon we'll get close to 80, but that's the time we're getting on out of there. Highs today, mid-80s, 87 here in the city, a lot of mid-80s across the state, mostly sunny skies, and some good news. At times yesterday, especially yesterday morning, we had a lot of that haze. And we still have some haze due to wildfire smoke, but it has lessened quite a bit. Air quality's been fine. Most of the smoke has been higher up in the atmosphere, so it hasn't really impacted our breathing too much, which is good. Later this evening, if you need some plans, Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band of Everwise. That starts at 7:30. That'd be a lot of fun, but temperatures by 7:30. Low 80s will eventually drop to the 70s at the end of that concert. But looking ahead, we do need to talk about some rain. It comes in this weekend. I think much of the work week stays fine. This is Friday, tomorrow at 6. Rain starts to hit the state line. Eventually it moves in. Some of us won't get wet until well after dark. So your Friday for the most part is fine. Although I do think it would be a cloudy evening for us as the clouds come in first. Then throughout the night, Friday night and Saturday morning, we do expect some rain, possibly a few rumbles, and then just more rain throughout the day on Saturday. The low pressure actually will sit right over Indiana and slow down, and so we'll just spiral these showers and a couple rumbles for Saturday, maybe even Sunday too. So I do think the weekend looks pretty wet. Now, it's not going to rain all hours. You're going to have a lot of breaks, but there's a good shot of a good ½ inch, maybe an inch and a half, and we'll see where the bullseye is. It gets a little tricky depending on where the bands actually spiral and hit over and over again, but do expect a wet weekend ahead. I think by Monday we drive back out, so your Saturday and Sunday will be a bit rainy for us. But coming up, we'll talk more about how much rain is headed our way, and we'll take a look at when maybe more heat could possibly be back. Julia?
All right, thank you. Well, more than 700 people are in Fort Wayne this week for the International Jugglers